We're in the Marcia and L. Bates Lee Asian Garden, and it was designed by Mate Wijaya, and Mate did different rooms reflecting different parts of Asia. And this little island that we see right here is really a reflection of ancient Asia. But one of my favorite things when you first come into the Lee Asian Garden is this plant that we're coming up to right here. And this is a beautiful black bamboo. And of course, bamboos are kind of iconic to Asia, and this is black one is a beautiful plant for almost anybody's home garden as well. People are worried about these things running all over your garden, but this type of bamboo is actually clumping and it doesn't run and come up all over the place. Now we're going to take a walk over to modern Asia. This was Mate's reflection of the influence that are taking place currently in Asian landscape architecture. So it's a very contemporary garden, and Mate actually designed it to reflect different textile patterns from Southeast Asia. So if you take a look at this mural wall right here, this is one of 4 murals that Mate created for this garden. And again, it's a very simple design, a simple black pool with this very striking mosaic wall behind it. And of course, these columns are really beautiful too. They were actually hand carved by Mate's staff to match the mosaic walls. So this is a beautiful part of the garden, but my favorite is yet to come. We're going to take a walk over here to the Thai Riverside Pavilion. Right outside the Thai Pavilion is one of my favorite trees in this garden. It's a Ficus religiosa, and that's the tree that Buddha found enlightenment under. This is a beautiful looking species and has a lot of meaning in this garden. Now let's actually go for a walk right into the pavilion itself. This pavilion was actually, like all the elements in the Asian garden, was actually built by a group of workers in Bali. It was all broken down, and then it was shipped here in containers, and then we had the crew from Bali come over and assemble this for us. This is one of the nicest, coolest places in the garden. And when you come, even in the middle of the summer, it's a nice place to sit and just feel the breezes moving by. And one of the things that I'm really struck by with this garden is the fact that the ceiling is made up of 10,000 individual pieces of wood. They're all Balinese teak, and it was all sustainably harvested, but you can imagine how much work it was to assemble the ceiling in this Thai Riverside Pavilion. Now from here, we're going to go take a look at something completely different. We're going to go look at a ruinscape. Let's go this way. We're right at the base of Candi Sukuk, and we're going to show you a picture of that in a moment. But first I wanted to show you this Grammatophyllum orchid. This is the largest orchid species in the world. You can see this is a pretty big orchid, but ultimately this will grow to be 2,000 pounds. And I can hardly wait to see that happen. Now let's take a look at Candi Sukuk. Candi Sukuk was actually a replica of the last Hindu temple to be built in Java. And it's actually a fertility temple. And it's a beautiful space. All of this, again, was built in Bali, taken apart and shipped over here, and actually built by our Balinese crew. It is a ruinscape, and some people wonder why they can't climb it. In order to climb it, we would have had to change the ramp. It would have been about 50 feet longer, and we would have had to put rails around the top of this. So we really felt it was better that this is viewed as an object of art rather than as a place to climb around. We could do that in the children's garden. Now, over here, we have what is a center to many Asian villages. This is the sometimes called the Kompang. And here you can see we have a really beautiful big Ficus benjamina shading this raised platform. And this is a place that typically the village elders might meet in the evening and sit around and smoke a pipe and complain about their wives, or do other village business. Anyway, the Kompang. Now we're going to go take a look at a shrine over here that's really quite special. Let's take a walk over. Behind me is a shrine to Dewi Sriya. It's a typical Balinese family shrine. They often live in compounds, and one of the things I love to do when I'm here is leave an offering for Dewi Sriya, because we do have some rice, which I'm going to show you in a moment. So let's take a walk over. This pathway had to be kept crooked so that the evil spirits couldn't follow us here. And I'm not sure how much this does, but I do like the act of offering and leaving an offering. Now, let's go take a look at the rice paddies. This is the rice that I was referring to when we looked at the shrine. It's part of a village scene that we have here in the Lee Asian Garden that really reflects the kind of farm or garden you might see in the heart of an Asian little village. So we have things in addition to the rice like taro and vegetables and bananas, and of course there's always that beautiful little rivulet that flows through the gardens. I hope you've enjoyed your visit to the Liaison Garden and the rest of our gardens this morning. And of course the noise you hear in the background is construction that's taking place in the Shibuya Visitor Center, and it's due to open October 23rd, 2014. I hope you come and visit us then and see all of our new facilities and new gardens. There's an orchid garden, a charismatic garden, and Catherine's garden, all wonderful new additions to us. So thank you again, and hope to see you soon.